Good morning and welcome to a beautiful day here in Queenstown. We have made it to our final destination. Just staying here at a pretty cool Airbnb with really nice views up by Arthur's Point, about 10-15 minutes out of Queenstown. Arrived yesterday evening. Last night went into town, explored around a bit, had something to eat, and yeah, staying up here. It was raining on the entire way here. Didn't manage to see all that much in terms of scenery and mountaintops, but today it's cleared up. It's cooled off a lot overnight. Bit of frost and ice around. Yeah, you can see on here we had a lot of rain and it's a bit icy down here. This chair completely frozen. So yeah, it is pretty chilly, and yeah, we're gonna be. Queenstown itself is not that high up. It's only at like 300 meters elevation. Queenstown first impressions, extremely touristy, which I usually don't like. However, Queenstown has a bit of a unique vibe to it, and and regardless of the tourism, it is situated in an absolutely beautiful region. I can see on the tops of some of these peaks in the distance a little bit of snow, not as much as I was expecting or hoping for. Ski resorts are temporarily closed. It has been unusually warm. Yeah, hopefully we might get some more on the higher peaks coming up. Usually July, August is when the ski season really kicks off. Usually it should be a lot more colder with more snow on the higher peaks at this time of year. I want to do some of the iconic activities around town. Of course, do some hikes, nothing too extreme. But yeah, it's nice and warm inside, a bit chilly out here. So yeah, we'll get ready and then head off shortly. That's right, we are doing the iconic shot over jet this morning, taking a jet boat through the canyons. It's much cooler this morning, currently just above zero, and it's going to be a beautiful, clear, sunny day, which means it's sure to be nice and warm when there's sun, but in the shade and overnight temps, definitely much colder. Stopped in the small village of Arrowtown, very close to Queenstown. Unfortunately, the shot over jet is currently closed because of landslides. It was raining all day yesterday. We even saw a rockfall on the way to Queenstown, so that is not surprising at all. So yeah, we're going to try our luck again tomorrow. We'd already booked it, but yeah, of course they have to cancel it because of a rockfall. And yeah, tomorrow we'll go and see if we can go ahead and do that, but we have to find something else to do today. Today we're really able to take everything in for the first time with this picture perfect day. Arrowtown Cemetery here. Some revegetation work. I'm just walking up to this monument. Looks like some sort of ANZAC memorial, and yeah, you can see some snow-capped peaks in the distance. The first snow that we're seeing on the trip. Yeah, at the very top up here there's snow, and at the back there's snow. And oh, this looks to be a memorial for the ANZACs, because yeah, for those of you overseas who don't know, ANZAC stands for Australia and New Zealand Army Corps. And yeah, so there's the main cemetery there, and this part is for soldiers who died in many conflicts over the 20th century, especially Gallipoli campaign, World War One, World War Two. And this up here is the memorial. Nice views of Arrowtown and the mountains. It's beautiful. And up here we have the main memorial itself. Australian flag and New Zealand flag. Beautiful to see. And here's some information on Arrowtown's World War One casualties. So yeah, this is mainly commemorating World War One, especially the Gallipoli campaign. Soldiers from this area that fought and died in the war. Arrowtown and District War Memorial, World War II, in memory of soldiers. They died for us. So you can see Australian and New Zealand flags. Many people get confused on the difference between the flags because they are very similar. Got the Union Jack in the corner, both dark blue. The key difference is the stars. So New Zealand has 4 stars representing the Southern Cross, which are all red. Australia has an extra star, and they're all white, and it also has the Commonwealth star, which represents the different states of Australia. Lest we forget. Here we have the main section of the Arrowtown Cemetery. Right, there's already some trails we can do here. I'm just going to follow along the countryside trail. Traveling in a group today, just going around seeing the sights around Queenstown. I had to wander off to check off that memorial, so yeah, now I'm going to wander around, try and keep up with the others again. When I see stuff like that, I just have to go and see it. I'm very much into that part of history. But wow, I mean, I've been to some parts of it here. You really do feel like it could be anywhere in Europe in winter. Here we have some displays of what looks like it could be the entrance to a mine, some sort of hut in the countryside. Yeah, a nice little hut. It's a sort of hut that they traditionally would have lived in here back in the day. So this region, Queenstown, Arrowtown, this whole area was very big on gold mining. That's the whole reason this area was settled. Gold mining in the 1800s, similar time to the Australian Gold Rush. Historically, that's what this region was known for, and you can still see parts of that history. Queenstown itself is extremely touristy now, and it doesn't have a lot of that history from the original settlers and communities that formed left, but still do see some remnants such as this that was like a little hut you have in the countryside. This looks like it could be the entrance to the mine. Yes. Oh, so yeah, this is a little bit of a entrance to mine. Start digging for gold. I'm sure they have a bit of areas of fossicking as well, but yeah, still the old wood design. Very cool. And here we have, looks like another entrance. Here's another entrance. Wow. Very cool. Another type of hut that would have a shelter. So I sort of came the opposite way, as you should. It's explaining here about the history of the Chinese community. It's actually all built by the Chinese, as they often built into the protective shelter of Otago's schist rock outcrops. Archaeological evidence suggests a smaller reconstructed hut was used for storage. So yeah, similar time to the Australian Gold Rush, Queenstown and this whole region, Central Otago, experienced a gold rush. And during that time, similar to Australia, a lot of Chinese moved here. They formed a large part of the people that migrated here to search for gold, pretty much. And this is all remnants of that history. You know, a lot of people come to Queenstown just for what it's known for today, which is pretty much the outdoors adventure capital of the world, to get that thrill, right? And I'll be doing some of those activities as well, but at the same time, I also like to peel back the layers a bit and really look more into the history of places. Wow. Very small, but very thick walls, so with a fireplace going, a small room like this would have kept very warm in the cold winters. Another one, small chimney, just little makeshift shelters. Chinese gold seekers knew how to build simple huts using limited resources. Notice how the chimney is usually placed right next to the door, how dark it is inside. Furnishings were limited to a sleeping platform, storage boxes. Between 1880 and 1900, Chinese settlement had 16 to 20 permanent residents. Actual number would have fluctuated, especially in winter when miners were unable to work in their claims. First, many of shared huts. Although in later years, when numbers reduced, residents tended to live alone. So a lot of this was actually rebuilt in the archaeological effort. It's interesting. I didn't know all that much about this region and that there was a gold rush. Reading up on it now, I do see a lot of similarities between Australia's history around the same time with the gold rush. And oh, wow, now that's clear, you can really see snow at the top of this hill there. Ooh, I'm all warmed up now. Had to remove my ski jacket. I've got two layers underneath, just a t-shirt and a light hoodie. When it's nice weather like this and you walk around, you really do warm up. Now we're on the main street and all the hordes of tourists from Queenstown have just started arriving, so it's good to get here a bit early, a bit of a peaceful morning to ourselves. But yeah, going into the town centre of Queenstown and now Arrowtown, this whole region is very much oversaturated with tourists from just about anywhere. Some Western. on our way to Glenorchy. Beautiful, clear day. It's honestly not as cold as I expected this time of year, although I don't live anywhere near the Alpine region. Little bit of snow on the tops of some peaks, but yeah, not much at all. It's been unusually warm. But yeah, even with the lack of snow and warmer temperatures than I would like, it is still just absolutely stunning. I'm just overwhelmed by all the options that we have. Places to go hiking, explore. Really don't have time to do anywhere near as much as this place offers on this trip. Definitely when I have more time and when I'm feeling 100%, we have to come back, do some proper hikes, just do some short ones, just come around and really just get a general overview of this area. There is apparently some old mine shafts hidden around here, so if you wander off the track you could very well fall in, so really need to be careful. Apart from some of the vegetation, you'd be forgiven for thinking you were somewhere in the Swiss Alps along many of their Great Lakes. Heading further westwards, that's where you really see some of the higher, more jagged peaks. Yeah, northwest of here in particular, you're going towards Mount Cook, you'll see much higher peaks, and yeah, going that way you see it becomes much more jagged, and yeah, that's really where you still see a lot more snow cover. This is more like it. We just reached the small town of Glenorchy. As we headed further northwest, we're now in the northern part of Lake Wakatipu. And yeah, beautiful views of the mountains. This is more what I was hoping to see. And yeah, again, picture perfect day. A lot of the tourists from Queenstown do seem to find their way here, but it is a bit more of a chilled vibe compared to the heart of Queenstown. Can't blame people for coming here though, for these views. You can see a lot of debris in the water. With all that heavy rain yesterday, there was a lot of landslides. And yeah, you can see the result of that. A lot of debris in the water. Blue, nice blue color, very clear. Down the track to Bob's Cove. Some beautiful views of the lake. Still Lake Wakatipu. Queenstown is pretty much right in the middle, and yeah, Glenorchy is more towards the north. It's interesting to note, despite the freezing temperatures that this region commonly experiences in winter, everything is still super green. Like Australia, most native New Zealand plants are evergreen, not deciduous, so they don't lose their leaves in winter months. All of us go on it and I'll jump at the same time. They used to be able to do some limestone quarrying around here. You see some of the cliffs look distinctly to be made of limestone. So yeah, before you go, just a little bit of history. Stopped by the infamous Berg Burger. Really, I just want to go and see what this whole place is about, because there's a massive queue every single time we drive past. Endless line. I usually wouldn't like to do something like this. Just got the menu. I think I'm going to go for the classic Berg Burger. Prime New Zealand beef, lettuce, tomato, red onion. Really, just want to see what this place is about. Loads of traffic. This place gets absolutely packed in the evenings, and driven through a few times already, and yeah, it just has not slowed down whatsoever. Prices for the Berg Burger place seem pretty affordable, only $31, so it doesn't seem to be overpriced. I mean, given how busy it is, a lot of places would then just severely jack up the price and overcharge. Heard it's got really good ratings, very popular of course, but yeah, I just wonder what the fuss is about. Why are people willing to wait in line so long just for a simple burger? Yeah, we've got to wait about 15-20 minutes for it and then see how it goes, eh? This is Central Queenstown. And yeah, to the temperatures today, it's been a maximum of 7 degrees with a low of -2. Pretty standard around what I was expecting. It is nice when you get the clear skies and sunshine. But yeah, wait and see how it goes. Nice views down by Lake Wakatipu. Managed to get the burger. Took about 15 minutes wait, as they said. So, yeah, let's have a go. Let's see how good this thing is. So I got some fries and big whopper of a thing. It's not too expensive. It's $19 for the burger. Got some fries on the side, so $30. I mean, for an iconic place like that, that's not that overpriced in terms of New Zealand prices. So let's give this thing a go. That is a really nice burger, I'm not gonna lie. However, I really don't understand why it's such an iconic place. It's so touristy. It's a great burger place, don't get me wrong. Well worth the price. I'd happily eat there again. But yeah, I don't understand the hype really. But yeah, beautiful down by the shores of Lake Wakatipu. Yeah, I'd say that's well worth the price. Great burger, delicious. But I don't understand why it's so touristy. It's pretty nice down by the marina. It's a place to sit, watch over the lake as the sun goes down. Central Queenstown. There I see a bunch of gondolas going up. There's a few iconic walks here that can easily be accessed from the centre of Queenstown, which I'll be doing one of the next days. We've got a lot planned tomorrow. Going to be doing a day trip from Queenstown. One day we've got, I'll just spoil it now, Milford Sound. And yeah, apart from that, just go and explore, hike around here and see what else the place has to offer. I'm definitely not going to be able to explore it all on this trip. Good news is it's not that hard to get to Queenstown from Australia. It has an international airport, direct flights, so very easy. I could easily get from, say, Gold Coast to Queenstown in like 3 hours, so no worries whatsoever. Now, walk around a bit, potentially find some dessert. Although I don't want to, I would be tempted to get ice cream, but just hop across the road to Sal's Authentic New York Pizza. New Zealand's only 100% authentic New York pizza. Just got myself a slice, see how it tastes. Good sized slice, nice and long, stringy, New York style.